Hey guys, it's me again, JP, and yeah, well, welcome back to another video. But if you're looking at it, it's like, wait, why is this so different? It's not like, like any other game that I usually like. I usually play RPGs and like beat 'em ups. Well, not really beat 'em ups, more like those like kind of warriors. I mean, recently I've been my previous videos that I've been uploading was like Fate Extella. I mean, I will get back to uploading Fate Extella later. I don't really have the I guess I don't feel like uploading anything for Fate Extella. Also the Dark Souls ones. Yeah, I'm still like not. I usually upload them occasionally anyway. So yeah, and of course near Automata. Um, yeah, I usually play those like RPG, not really open world. Like yeah, but now in your screen you're pretty much watching like it's a fighting game. Um, this is a weird exception. Well, actually, I've been planning to upload fighting games in my channel. Actually, like there's another thing that like another type of like games or genre of games that I actually like, which is fighting games. I love fighting games. I haven't the only videos I've uploaded in this channel is basically the demo for King of Fighters 14, and that's the only fighting game related stuff in my channel. But yeah, soon I will upload some fighting game stuff. And it's weird. Like yeah, like I'm actually announcing that in a Dragon Ball Fighters like video. But yeah, like the one you're looking at right now is like me playing the open beta of Dragon Ball Fighters, just going through the tutorials and stuff like that. It's a pretty simple game, but I will talk to that about that later. But yeah, I'm just like talking about like stuff that I would upload later. I'm not saying like oh you'll see a bunch more fighting game stuff immediately, but yeah, I will like again occasionally. I'm not really like avid uploader. So yeah, and it's not just Dragon Ball. To tell you the truth, i I just love fighting games so much that I basically played the open beta of Dragon Ball Fighters without being a fan of Dragon Ball myself. Like I never seen Dragon Ball. I love watching anime, but like I watch like old time animes. Like yeah, I was born in that like 90s sphere. I'm not gonna tell you my actual like age because I don't know why I feel weird, but I'm an old timey anime watcher. But I also watch like recent or like current times anime also, modern times anime. But I back when I was a little kid, I never watched Dragon Ball, and I still haven't um watch it. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, right now after playing the beta, it actually encouraged me to watch Dragon Ball. So right now, I'm actually watching the original Dragon Ball, and I actually like it, and I'm actually looking forward to actually watching the whole franchise. But yeah, going back to my discussion of fighting games. Um, I love fighting games. Of course, there are multiple different fighting games out there. Um, my PS4 is like cluttered with fighting games. Not a lot, but it's like it exceeds the amount of other types of games I have. So yeah, I love playing fighting games for like the mechanics, the a little bit of the competitive side of it. Um, but mostly, I guess I'm gonna establish this in this video. I mean, I'm planning to actually talk a lot in this video. I mean, I doubt you would like watch this the whole way, but you know what? I'm just like gonna talk because like I feel like this is like a therapeutic. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly, but it's a very like I guess me talking in a mic is kind of like making me um like relax. But yeah, going back to the discussion, um I love fighting games, and I have a lot of it in my PS4. Actually, now to think of it, my first video that actually um like features a fighting game was when I was playing with my with game. I mean, of course, gameplay, and then a webcam on my face. But don't go watch that. That was a horrible video. It was like it's a really long video with just boring. It was like just a testing video. So yeah, it was me with my face in the middle of the screen, not actually in the middle, but lower middle part of the screen, and I was playing Multi Blood, and going through like the arcade mode of one of the characters. But yeah, that was like a shitty video because I don't have the expensive equipment to do like actual what do you call that, like let's play, like including the face cam. I use a very shitty laptop that has not a lot of like memory, or even like um a processing, um yeah, I'm not a techie. Like, sure, um I love to like study up, or like having an hands on techs, like technology, but I'm not like a very like informative. So I don't know any. I just bought like a laptop, and that's pretty much it. I wish I have a powerful PC, but yeah, it's like it's not my kind of thing. And play like when I was recording that, so I pretty much like use the most like cavemen um of what do you call that, of ways to record it, using only my laptop's like built-in camera, and OBS as for like recording, old as OBS, so of course it's gonna be a little bit outdated. So yeah, that was really old. But yeah, don't watch it. It's horrible. It's just full on boring like video. But that's my first fighting game related video in my channel. But I will upload more fighting games. Um, and another thing that I will clarify whenever I upload fighting games, it will be an occasional thing. Um, Mainly because I describe myself as a fighting game fan who's casual at it. Like like I love fighting games. I love exploring their moves, like each character's move sets, doing their supers and stuff like that. Mm, my and I get that fighting games can go like very competitive, and that's fun. Like I love competitive. I like so like from time to time I go to my friend's house and we play a fighting game, and yeah, we go really competitive, and it's like, yeah, I win sometimes, I lose sometimes, that kind of thing. But on my own, I mean, oh yeah, sometimes I go online to fight other people, but it's not like like I'm just trying to say I am a huge casual fighting game fan, because I play fighting games to see what they have, like what like amazing mechanic that they introduce, the animations of each characters, like the dynamic, the matchup, or like anything like that. Um, and that's what the casual side of me. So sure, I watch Evo, but yeah, I watch Evo. Um, like I wish like probably one of my bucket lists, I guess, is that I can go to Evo, or like yeah, go to Evo either to watch people play fighting games, or at least try like entering into Evo and see where I can get where can I end up um going to. Um, but I would say I doubt it, because I'm not a very like if you play a fighting game, I don't go saying, oh, I'm gonna play fighting games to be good at it and beat um, people online, or beat other people um, who are better than me, kind of thing. That's not my kind of I guess groove on fighting games. And yeah, I already explained it. I basically love fighting games just to see either if the fighting game has a lot of content in it, like of course like story mode, or like fun mini games or stuff like that. Um, and again, the animations of each character, their move sets, the mechanics, and the whole game. That's basically what I like about it, and that's what I'm like. If you're, I guess, like look watching this video, that's my announcement. I'm gonna be uploading fighting game videos eventually, but mostly either it's gonna be just the arcade mode, and just occasionally me playing online occasionally. Like I put on emphasis and double quotes on occasionally, because you will hardly see a lot of it. But yeah, in a couple videos later, I guess, after this one, um, I'm gonna show, like, because the beta of Dragon Ball Fighters, um, like the open beta was like just all online. I mean, except for the, I mean, it's online because it's a beta. But if you can see right now, I'm like in the screen. I'm just like going through the basic tutorials. Um, and yeah, and that's pretty much like the single part of it, just like trying to know the mechanics of the game, and it is fun. Now I guess, like, yeah, I'm pretty much like told any announcement, I guess, of what I'm gonna do in this channel. But yeah, I'm just gonna go talk about the game that you have in the screen right now, which is Dragon Ball Fighters. It's a fun game. Even yeah, like yeah, again, as a coming from a person who loves fighting games, it's a freaking fun game. It's easy as hell. I mean, then again, yeah, you can just call me a casual, like a filthy casual. Um, because like yeah, like I don't really care about competitive that much. But this game, Dragon Ball Fighters, is a fun game. Like, I mean, I would totally say it's still a fun game if it has like really complex mechanics. So yeah, like it's just like a fun game, but it's like the controls are a little bit more easier. And I'm saying that because I've I've been following, like, I love fighting games. So yeah, I'm saying that because I've been following fighting games for a while, and I know I like, for example, the Dragon Ball Fighters is developed by Arc System Works, and yeah, you will see a lot of Arc System Works on my channel soon if I like constantly upload fighting game videos. But yeah, Arc System Works is one of my favorite fighting game developers. As you can see, if you go through my videos, I made like unboxings of edition of like the limited edition of Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, and I never really like played the older Guilty Gear, but since I actually I played another Arc System game, Blaze Blue. Huge fan of that game. You'll see that a lot in my channel soon. But yeah, coming from I guess following the the game company or the developer who made those games, that's why I'm trying out Dragon Ball Fighters, even though I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan until recently. Um, so yeah, especially when the visuals of Dragon Ball Fighters is basically like made by Arc System Works Red Team, which is the team that made Guilty Gear, who made the jump from 2D sprites to 3D 3D slash 2.5 or 7D animations that was used in Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, and then eventually, and I guess that's their new like thing now. And now they're making um, like a licensed one with Dragon Ball. And I don't know why I changed my tone there. I guess I'm just like in the middle of thought there, so sorry about that. It's a weird sentence, but yeah, been following the developers, so of course I'm gonna try. I'm not like I didn't neglect it because I didn't really know about Dragon Ball that much. But the cool thing about it is that when after playing the beta, I was like, you know what? These characters are cool. I'm gonna go watch the anime now. So yeah, I've been watching the anime, and I'm actually like hooked into the anime as the same as like the fighting game, and like it's one of those connections, that like feels amazing. Is like you get into one thing. Like I started out as like liking fighting games, and now I play the beta of like DBFZ, and now I'm into the like Dragon Ball. Um, Still like yeah, I'm still in the original Dragon Ball series, so I don't. I'm looking forward to go to Dragon Ball Z because I'm pretty sure like most of the characters will show up. Like most of the characters in the um, Dragon Ball Fighters will show up probably in Z or even in the future installments. So yeah, loving it. Okay, I guess I have like I again I'm just like gonna talk a lot in this video. Um, but I guess I'm just like gonna do a little bit of a review of the beta. I mean, like again, it's just a beta, but so far I'm just gonna review it because I just want to like compare it to like the fighting games that I played, like other fighting games. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about I guess basing off like the developers. So Arc System Works is one of my favorite fighting game companies, and well, in like I guess more specifically anime fighting games. So if you don't know anything about anime fighting games, it's a type of fighting game, totally different. Like there are different types of fighting games. There are more fighting games out there, and again, I love fighting games, so I kind of like keep up my knowledge of these kind of stuff. So yeah, there's different ones. There's classic fighting games, classic style fighting games. There's anime fighting games. There's 3D fighting games, and there's um, arena fighting games. I'm pretty sure there are other things that I forgot, but there's another. I guess they're like addition to that kind of genres. There's like 2D, and the 2D and 3D, like it makes sense. DBC fighters, most of the like 2D fighting games are like yeah, they move in the 2D plane, kind of like this what you're looking right now in the screen, and the 3D fighting games are just like Tekken or Soul Calibur. Um, what else was there? Dead or Alive. Those kind of fighting games. I'm not a huge fan of the 3D fighting games. Just because like most of them are like very like their movements are very like um I guess I don't know how to say it. It's basically like there's a lot of like moves that you like directional moves that um are essential. I don't say I don't I'm not gonna say it's like that essential since it's like a little bit simplified because like you don't actually need to do those. But I've played Dead or Alive before, and it's a fun kind of game, but it's not my thing. It's just so many things. But most of my fighting game experience are like into like 2D games. Um, and anime fighting games are very like fast paced. There's a lot of double jumps and um, um, air dashes, and that's what I like about it. It's very erratic. Um, unlike the classic ones, which is the classic ones where you can only jump once, you rely a lot of like reading your enemies. I mean, it also applies to anime fighting games, but they're more faster than your normal classic style fighter. Um, for DBFZ, it's pretty simple. Like most of your you got your light, medium, hard buttons, and then your X, or and then you get your key blast key button for like range shooting fireballs. You can rapidly tap it and just shoot out um, a lot those yeah, it's basically your range attack, and then you can like put on EX or like special moves by doing, which is kind of simple, and then I kind of like that, is that you put on like quarter circle forward or quarter circle back with an attack button or the key blast button, and it will enhance those powers, which is kind of cool and easy. And of course, like since the game is also a 3v3 game, it's much more easier to get into. I played oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. Hyper fighters is another like genre that hyper fighters is usually includes like multiple, you pick multiple characters and they you can tag out and tag in kind of mechanic. So yeah, it's much more easy. Like I tried Marvel um, versus Capcom Infinite. They have that demo for one weekend. I tried it. The mechanics are there. Aesthetic wise, it wasn't that amazing. It was okay in the gameplay area. Yeah, the only thing about that is like that game. Most of the characters you actually really need to know because their move sets are like their inputs are like really unique from one another. One of the one like from the other characters, so you gotta really know the characters to actually pick them into your your team. So it's like for me, I was like, yeah, it's fun, but I need to study up more to actually do that, and it's kind of hard to get into it. And again, as saying that, as for me, like for me, a casual, like a filthy casual fighting game fan, it is like hard for me to get into. But DBFZ is like a much more fun hyper fighter because it is quite like it's simple. There are some like rapid button things, but I don't really use them. But yeah, it's very simple. But I think this is gonna end. I'm just gonna end the video here. Yeah, I'm just like thanks for listening. If you keep listening. But yeah, see you next video.
願いを言え。